We're continuing Mishlei Perek Chav Pasuk Tedvav. Yesh Zahav V'Rav Peninim. There's gold and there's an abundance of pearls. Uchli Yakar Siftedat. But the valuable vessel is a mouth that speaks knowledge. Says the Gaon of Vilna, there's three things in this pasuk: gold, there's pearls, and there's a valuable item. Gold is, in general, is buying power. I have gold, now I can buy items, I can buy things. Okay, we sometimes keep gold in the vault, but gold is buying power. Pearls is a sign of kavod. It's not something that I use as a currency. I keep it in the vault, I hide it, I wear it as kavod. But the most useful thing is a valuable and expensive item that's useful. So nowadays it would be a car, it would be a house, an expensive item that's actually useful. That is the most, that's better than everything. Because the pearls, okay, it's for your kavod, it's in the vault. Gold is really just like currencies, buying power to buy you things. But the kli yakar, so therefore that's the most useful, and that's the greatest really. And therefore the pasuk says, what is that? Siftedat is a mouth that speaks knowledge. And that's our greatest weapon, so to speak, a mouth that speaks knowledge. Pasuk Tet Zayin. Lekach bigdo, taking his shirt, ki arav zar, because you brought in as an arev, a stranger. An arev is someone that, let's say there's a lender and there's a borrower and a lender, and there's someone that says, don't worry, a guarantor, there we go. I'm going to guarantee the loan. That's an arev. Lakach bigdo, taking of the clothing of a strange guarantor, uvad nochriya chavlehu, and with a strange woman, he takes her. It's a very mysterious pasuk, but the Gaon of Vilna explains as follows. He says that with the laws of borrowing and lending, the lender can't tell the borrower, hey, you owe me money, so let me come into your house and take an item. Or let's say a mashkon, a collateral. He can't go into his house and take the item. The Torah tells us, b'chutz ta'amod. There's a pasuk. If let's say he wants to get a collateral, he has to wait outside and say, hey, you owe me money. It's been this long. I need a collateral. The lender has to wait outside. Even a shaliach bedin, with regards to halachot, cannot go into the guy's house. Let's say the borrower says, look, this guy, the lender says, this guy that borrowed from me. He goes to the bedin. He says, this guy borrows from me. It's taking too long, etc. And the bedin sends a shaliach. The bedin also cannot go into the person's house to take something from him. But actually, if the guy is outside of his house, he's allowed to take off his shirt, and that's bigdo, his clothing. He's allowed to take off his shirt. He's allowed to take from him when he's outside of his house. That's the shaliach bedin. But an arev, a guarantor, the halacha is that the lender could even go into the guarantor's house and take a collateral from him. Say, hey, you were the guarantor, you're even on a higher level. You could even go into his house. You were the guarantor on this loan and take from him. And here the government explains the connection is as follows. He says there's some people that are lashgiach al bnei adam u'ladricham b'derech yeshara. There's certain people that are placed in positions to bring people to the proper path. You could even say a parent is here in a position to raise his kids on a proper path. A rabbi, etc. People are in positions to get people to the right path. If they're not doing their job, if they're not bringing the people to the right path, then what happens? So he says, number one is there's two types of midot ra'ot. Midot ra'ot of ta'ava and chemda. We spoke about this in the past earlier. Ta'ava is the lust, but really it's even in your own self. Meaning, chemda is going out and getting that. Let's say running out money, running things that are on the outside. Ta'ava is things that you can even do at home. So regarding these midot, there's ben adam lamakom, ben adam lachavero. Things that are between man and friend, those are things that are outside. I need that friend in order to do this mitzvah, or God forbid avera. And between me and Hashem, that's in private. And midot are called begadim. There's many pesukim regarding this, because a beged is something that I see on the outside of a person. So too I see the guy's midot. Does he get angry? Is he cheap? Is he this? So I see his midot, I see his outside. And therefore, what's going on is, if a person, he says, is put into a position of leadership to raise people on the right path, and they're not doing the right path, they are in a certain way a guarantor over these people, but they're not doing their job. Then lekach bigdo, Hashem takes away their midot, even their midot tovot that they had. If they didn't use it properly, Hashem, God forbid, takes that away. And even the nochriya, even here the non-Jewish woman, which is a private thing, that type of avera, meaning even the things that are in private, even the midot that are in private are taken away, and he's left with the nochriya, he's left with the zar, he's left as a stranger. So even the midot tovot of his in the good or in the private or in the public is, God forbid, even taken away if he's not using his leadership where Hashem put him in as a parent. You're a leader of this child, as a rabbi, as a teacher, as in a leadership position to put people on the right path, and you're not doing that job, God forbid, it could even take away a person's good midot. Let's try to be proper leaders. Hashem will give us more and more blessings. B'ezrat Hashem. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen. V'amen. Rabbi Chananya. V'rat Hashem v'ratzah HaKadosh Baruch Hu l'zakot et Yisrael v'shirach v'yibar lehem Torah mitzvot shene'emar Adonai chafetz man tzidko yigdil Torah v'yadir.